Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I kind of lost track of what I was doing and played Apex Legends for a few months and then just decided not to do any YouTube content ever. So here I am now because I'm bored of Apex and also, oh god, quarantine. Okay, I look, I'm dying here. Like, I'm just losing my mind. So I figure the best way to, get through this silly little quarantine would maybe do some Yu-Gi-Oh content again. So here I am, back in your graces, I guess. Now, for today's lazy content, I wanted to throw at you the, brand new Utopia deck with the Zexal weapon support that's coming out of Lightning Overdrive. You see, I have some slight concerns about this deck. Assuming that, Zexal doesn't get banned, this deck could be a serious problem because it actually lets you search your rank up spell, like, really, really easy. And everything in this deck kind of just lets you keep plussing over and over and over again. I think this is like an actual serious contender for meta, and it's a little bit worrying. Also, I made it because at some point, you're going to have to take a look at this deck, Joseph. And I know that at some point you're just going to go onto YouTube and look at the deck profiles on stream. So, haha, I win. But enough being funny. Let's just move on to the haha deck profile. So for our Zexal weapons, we're playing just one Tornado Bringer and one Twin Saber. I'll be honest, these two aren't crazy good, but they're worth playing just because Twin Saber's a monster negate and Tornado Bringer prevents, any targeting. So you can potentially get some anti-Nibiru stuff out of Pegasus Twin Saber, and your monster's not just going to die to one Imperm if you have Tornado Bringer. On top of that, we're also playing the standard rank 4 spam stuff. That being I'm not saying these cards' names, I don't want to give myself a hernia. And then 2 Utopic Utopia because this card's actually, good. For those of you that just, never played against Adamantipator before, I guess, this dude summons this dude summons this dude summons both of these dudes. Just, get used to it. And then these two, Ascent Sage and Arm Sage, they search ZWs and they search rank ups. Yep. Searchable Zexal lock. Cool, isn't it? You see, this is where card design is getting us in 2020. We're just all gonna die. And of course, we're also playing 3 Effect Veiler because, Effect Veiler. I'll be honest, this deck actually clogs its spell and trap zones a lot thanks to the Zexal weapons and some of the continuous spells, so you're not really going to have room for Imperm a lot of the time. That's why I play Veiler, just because, Veiler good. Moving on to the spells, we have 3 Onomatopoeia, because this card just searches half of your deck and is really, really good. 3 Generation Force, because this can be used to search your Xyz cards, those being Xyz Import and Xyz Exchange Tactics, which this card is absolutely nuts. 3 Zexal Force, it's your searchable rank up spell that is searchable by more than just this guy, by the way. Like, you can search it through Zexal Construction too, and this card's really good. You can also search it through, I think this one? One of these cards searches as Zexal. Right, Halberd does. So this card is really searchable in this deck, and on top of that, you can banish it from your graveyard to plus. So it's just constant card advantage. Then we're also playing Zexal Construction because it allows you to just, tuck one back, then search for basically anything you want. An Xyz Import because it's removal. Double or Nothing because, Utopia double good. 3 Xyz Change Tactics because this just lets you draw every time you summon a Utopia, and that's completely busted. 2 Automata Pickup because, unfortunately, there actually is such a thing as drawing too many Onomatopoeia cards. So you're just gonna lose if you draw this and an Onomatopoeia because that's just a dead card in your hand that you'd rather have, be something else. And 3 Onomatopia because this card can summon other Onomata cards from your deck. So moving on to the extra deck, we're playing Negalogia, because what, Xyz deck is complete without Negalogia nowadays. Playing ZW Dragonic Halberd. This allows you to search for your Zexal spells and traps, including, busted one. And it also lets you equip it to a Utopia. And speaking of Utopia, we're playing Dragonic Utopia Ray. This card says that when it's targeted, you're allowed to equip a ZW monster from your hand or deck to it. That also includes your other ZWs for the targeting effect, because they do indeed target the monster they equip to. So you can equip it with one guy and then equip it with the other from deck. And then you can also detach materials from it in order to target monsters your opponent controls up to the number of ZW monsters equipped to it and negate their effects. So it can kind of act like a mini Dark Ruler no more, but you're mainly just having this guy up because big number going second OTK. There's also Utopia Prime, Utopia Ray, 3 of the normal Utopia, Tornado Dragon, Gaga Magician, or whatever the rank 4 version is, I don't care, Exciting Knight, Dweller, Rafflesia. Why do I have Rafflesia in this deck, you may ask? I'm lazy, and I couldn't think of another rank 4. And yeah, I know there's not a trap hole in this deck, but I don't care, so shut up. And then 1 double and 1 Zexal, because oh boy, Zexal is just the easiest to make in this deck. Oh, we love Zexal. Alright, and that'll do it for our, funny little deck profile here. I'll be honest, I was just too lazy with the Rafflesia, because I don't really care that much, but I hope that y'all can actually build something interesting coming from this, because I'm a little bit concerned over this deck. So make sure to, do whatever you do, your like button, I guess, your, what do you kids call it these days? Your subscribe. Yeah, that's what it's called. And just do whatever. I don't care. Just don't bother me while I'm sleeping. Okay, bye.